Hey everyone, this is Aditi and today I'm going to be showing you all the tips and tricks to get these perfect little cake pops without any cracks with smooth coating. So let's get started. So for any cake pop you need some cake and some frosting. So let's start off with the frosting. Here I have some chopped up chocolate and some heavy cream. So I add the heavy cream to the chocolate and now we'll microwave it for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, give it a swirl. If the chocolate is still not melted, put it again for 30 more seconds. So my chocolate is not completely melted, so I'll put it again so that I get a smooth ganache. And after 30 more seconds in the microwave, I'm happy with what I have got. I have got a smooth ganache and now I'll let it sit for about 30 minutes to cool down so that it's not piping hot. Moving on to making some decorations for the cake pops. This is how I make my flowers. Roll out a piece of fondant using a rolling pin to about this thickness. And using any flower cutter you have, cut out a small little flower. I'll just smooth out the edges a little because I want them a little pointy. So this is what I'm doing. And now I'll be veining it a little. You can completely skip it out, but it's just that I really like the look of how a veined flower looks. I'll rest my flowers on a chocolate mold like this because I don't want my flowers to fall flat on the cake pop. You can even use scrunched up foil for this. And here I have some water and some sugar beads which I'll put to act as the center of my flower. Put a dab of water in the center of the flower and stick a sugar pearl like this. Do these for all the flowers and then keep them aside till we make our cake pops. For the cake part of the cake pop, I'm using some leftover chocolate cake from my previous video which I'll link down below, or you can click the box right now. So I'm using that chocolate cake for my base. I'm gonna crumble the cake to get fine pieces. I don't like processing my cake in the food processor because I feel it gives really fine crumbs that would just that ruins the texture of the cake pops. So crumble it till you have fairly small pieces of cake. And now that I have all my cake crumbs ready and my frosting has cooled till it's slightly thick like this, add the frosting to the cake mixture. Don't add all the frosting at once because the amount of frosting really depends on how moist your cake is. So I've reserved some frosting. Don't add all at one go because you might end up with a very soft dough mixture. Mix the frosting around with the cake. Check if you have enough frosting by pressing some of the mixture in your palms, and if it forms a shape and doesn't crack, that means you have enough frosting. Now my mixture is ready. You have several ways to shape out your cake pops. Either you can use tablespoon measure or even an ice cream scoop like this. For me, a good size is 1.5 tablespoons, so that's what I'm going to use today, but feel free to adjust the size as per your need. Just don't make your cake balls too big as they might fall off the stick. So here I have measured 1 tablespoon and now I'm measuring half tablespoon of the cake mixture. Take them together in your hand. Shape it into a ball and then rocking them between the palm of your hands, try to create a nice ball out of it. Don't stress it. You don't need to be perfect at this point because we're going to chill it for 10 minutes and then shape them again. On a parchment paper lined plate, place all your cake balls. Continue doing it till all your mixture is used up. And now that I have all my cake balls ready, it's now time to pop them in the freezer for 10 minutes for it to cool down a little. For the coating on the cake pops, here I have some chopped up semi-sweet chocolate, but you can use milk or white chocolate, whatever you want. So I'll microwave it for 30 seconds in the microwave, and this is what it looks after 30 seconds. Here I have some chunks of chocolate left, so I'll put it again for 30 seconds. Do this till you have a smooth mixture like this. It should be runny without any chocolate lumps. If your chocolate is not as smooth and runny like mine and is clumping on you, then you can add some vegetable oil or some melted shortening to your chocolate. That will make it smooth and glossy and give you a nice covering on your cake pop. And now that my cake pop has chilled in the freezer for 10 minutes, the cake balls have a flat bottom due to resting on the plate, but no worries, we'll shape it again by rocking it between the palm of our hands to make it into a perfect round ball. Using some lollipop stick for my cake pops, which you can find at any cake supply store, or you can even use a wooden skewer. I've transferred my chocolate into a tall glass so that it'll be easier for me to dip the cake pops. Now taking a cake pop stick, dipping it about 1 centimeter into the chocolate and then insert it halfway into the cake pop balls like this. Repeat it for all the cake balls. Once done, put it in the freezer for 10 minutes again for the chocolate seal to set. So before we start assembling our cake pop, we need all our decoration items. Here I have some sprinkles and the flowers we made and a styrofoam to stick our cake pops once they are done. So my cake pops are out of the freezer for after 10 minutes. The chocolate seal is nice and set and my chocolate is all ready. There are two very important things that you need to note at this point. That the chocolate should not be very hot while dipping the cake pops because the temperature difference might cause a crack, and the cake pop ball should not be too frozen because while freezing the cake pops contract, and when you put it in the chocolate it'll expand and give you a crack. So that's the two main causes you get a crack. So if your cake pops have been in the freezer for too long, then just let them sit out and come back a little to the room temperature, and your chocolate should be nice and melty but not hot. Check your chocolate before dipping. If it's set, put it in the microwave for 10 or 15 seconds. Take your cake pop and dip it till this chocolate seal is covered. That's why I'm using a tall glass, because it's easier to dip the cake pop like this. And just dip it once, don't twist and turn it too much, else the cake pop might fall off into the chocolate. Tap your hands to remove excess chocolate by turning around the cake pop so that all the excess chocolate comes off. Don't tap it too hard, you don't want the cake pop falling off the stick. Once you're happy with the coating, put on the sprinkles on the cake pops when the chocolate is still melted and not set. This will help the sprinkles to set on the cake pop. And when you're happy, just place the sugar flower wherever you want. You need to be quick while putting your decoration because you don't want your chocolate to set before you put on your decoration. Place all your cake pops on the styrofoam and let them set completely. And repeat this for all your cake pops. And this is how my finished cake pops look. I think they look truly amazing. I finished it off with a small little bow. If you have any queries regarding these cake pops, leave me a comment down below and I'd be happy to answer. Really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like and share this video. All my social media links are listed down below. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and Google+. And don't forget to subscribe. See you again. Bye.